I think it's a clear disappointment. We had an opportunity, I think, coming off a big win to kind of springboard ourselves in the right direction. And our approach to start the game wasn't good enough. Where we were mentally and where our focus wasn't good enough. Coming out and not executing the game plan the way we did is disappointing. First half, they had 40 points in our paint. You can't survive allowing teams to dominate the painted area that way. We finished the game with 20 turnovers. You can't win a game against a team of this caliber when you miss out on possession after possession where you don't even get a shot up. And unforced issues as well. So this is a learning lesson for us. And again, the signs of good to great teams is consistency. And, we can't play, the last 6 quarters that we played, starting, the second half of Indiana and into Golden State, and then come out and play these 2 quarters that we did to start the game. I thought we tried to claw and fight back in the second half, but, when you're fighting uphill like that, it's going to be, a difficult night, especially when they got, again, players the caliber that they have.
You mentioned the turnovers. Is that mostly, from your vantage point, just mental lapses that you're seeing that just need to be cleaned up? Or what are you...
Yeah, they're decisions that we're making that we're not completing. We're throwing the ball, into a lot of hands and getting deflections when we got guys open. And that's, the execution and the attention to detail that we stress. But, you can't, like I said, you can't afford to turn the ball over 20 times, give them 30 points off your turnovers, give them 28 points at the free throw line, give them 60 points in your paint. Nobody's good enough to survive that.
You had that 11-4 run to start at the start of the fourth quarter. What was working for you guys then?
We defended. Yeah. And that's, what it comes down to. And, as much as we, have become enamored with the offensive side of the ball, if the Cavaliers don't defend, we will not win. And it's that simple. So that's on all of us. That's on me to come up with schemes that our guys can execute. And then that's on guys to go out and execute those schemes.
He had 64 points in the paint, season high. What can you say about Karras? He was in attack mode all night.
Yeah, I thought, Karras was trying to give us a spark. He's a guy that we know that we have to depend on. He understands how much he means to this team. And he kept attacking. He got to the free throw line 16 times. He was extremely aggressive, wasn't settling, and was trying to carry us.
And Shea did almost all his damage. Point blank range. What didn't work there?
Most things. Again, give him credit because he's a heck of a player. He knows how, to create contact, and draw the fouls, get to the free throw line. But he's elite in the mid-range. And, if you allow him to get to that spot, he's going to make it at a high clip. And then you allow him to get a rhythm, he's going to be even better. So we've got to find ways to be more disruptive with his rhythm. But, again, take your hat off to him. He had a phenomenal night.
J.B., did you see something specifically that led to so many turnovers for you guys offensively?
I think they were careless plays that we made. You saw it. How many times did we throw the ball into the defense's hands where we had guys that were wide open? That's the attention to detail, and that's the fine line between, average to good and good to great is the attention to details. You complete those plays to open guys, they get open shots, they're completely different games. You get stops and then come down and turn the ball over. Those are disheartening and momentum shifters. So, it's on us, and we just have to do a better job of it.
And you opened the fourth quarter with your starting group. Was that something that was pre-planned going into the night, or were you needing something out of them?
No, it was, we were looking for, a spark, and looking to see if, our first group, because of their sub patterns, could get something done against, mostly their second unit. I thought they gave us a spark, but again, you're playing against a team with players that they have and the way that they're coached. It's difficult, to kind of change, what's going on, when you give them life and you give them confidence early. you know, they had belief. And again, you give, you know, great players an opportunity to be great, and they were.